Hey guys, good afternoon. This is Tone Fernandez here, and I just wanted to come on here and do a quick video. Just reading a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and was going over a chapter titled "Investing in Yourself." And I want to go over some of the key important nuggets from this chapter that I think can help you in your life, business, entrepreneurship, health and wellness, relationships, whatever you're going through. If you're dealing with alcoholism, drug addiction. A lot of people who've read this book, there's a lot of testimonials in this book of people who are dealing with hardships in their life and figuring how to get it out. And in this book, he kind of breaks down simple daily things that you can do to be disciplined in life. And this chapter was titled Investing in Yourself. You know, just to give you a story about myself, back in, I want to say about 2011, 2012, you know, I was an aspiring entrepreneur. I've always been in sales, but there were times when I tried different business ventures and I would fall flat on my face. And I remember a gentleman who was a friend of mine had said, you know, you should pick up some books and just get in the habit of reading. And I remember, you know, at first I was like, man, you know, I can't stand reading. I hate reading. I remember in high school, like I never did any of the book reports. I never did any of that just because I hated reading. So I said, you know what the heck, you know, I might as well try. And I remember becoming addicted to reading and growing, because a lot of what I was reading was pertaining to a lot of the struggles that I had in life, or that I had in business, or I had in sales. So it all started to connect, and I became addicted. And I invested two things. I invested time. I became really strict about making sure that every single day I was feeding my mind with something. Especially now, guys, we live in what is titled the information age, where you can turn on YouTube and you can watch a video that can grow you in whatever area of life that you're trying to go in. So I decided to become really strict on reading books and watching these videos, and also spending money and investing on books and events. And I can honestly tell you that from the person that I was back in, you know, my early 2000s in high school, things like that, to who I am today, has a lot to do with investing in myself, both time and money and resources to help me grow. You know, the way I speak or the concepts that I speak of all come from books, or all come from mentors that I attended their event, or they all come from seminars that I went to. So one of the biggest investments that you can make is in yourself and self-growth. And one of the parts of this book talks about 58% of people do not pick up a book after high school. And 6 out of 7 of those people who are reading now are reading, you know, entertainment novels, which is nothing wrong with that. Entertainment novels are fun. Everybody loves entertainment, but that's all they're reading. There's very few people actually reading books on personal development and self-development. And in this book, he's talking about that. He's talking about the reason why you want to start investing in yourself, and how investing in yourself correlates with your success. And one of the things he says is the wisest investment you can make in yourself and continual learning and development. You know, some of the biggest lessons that I've learned in books, I still get today. You know, I'll be dealing with a problem outside in my business or personal life, and then that night I'll come home and I'll read a chapter of a book, and all of a sudden it has a suggestion or an answer to what I'm dealing with. So continual learning allows you to continuously self-develop as a person, both relationship-wise, mindset-wise, career-wise, professional-wise, financial-wise, all these areas in life. You want to make sure that you're learning in every aspect of life, not just your trade. Because some of us go through life and we have a specific trade that we work in. And that's all we do, is that's all we study that. But if you look at other aspects of our life, we're not developing in those areas as a person. The second thing he says is learning by studying and learning by doing. So just by simply reading, that's not it. You got to make sure that you're going out there. It's like book smarts and street smarts. Have you ever heard of that before? So you got to make sure that you're actually reading the material, learning the material, and implementing, taking action on it. Because, you know, it's like in sports. If any of you have ever played sports, you know, when the coach draws up a play on the board, that's not it. The second step is going out on the field and actually learning live in action. So that was a key thing that I've learned. And those are the two essential engines of learning, is learning by reading and learning by doing. The third thing is, on the path to your goal, you will be off course most of the time. Which means that the only way to reach your goal is through constant learning and continuous course correction. So he made an example of a rocket that's going to the moon. And the rocket's one of the most sophisticated and one of the most expensive objects or inventions in the world, has a device called a gyroscope. The gyroscope knows what direction it should be going in. And what happens is the gyroscope communicates with the onboard computer to make sure that the rocket is always on course to hit the right area. So what he was saying is that in these rockets that go to the moon, in these spaceships, that 90% of the time it's going the wrong way. So what happens is, if it's headed to the moon, it starts to tip off in the wrong direction. The gyroscope tends to communicate with the computer and say, hey, you're off course, adjust. You're off course, adjust. This happens about 90% of the way until they eventually get to the moon. And he compared that to us. As human beings, 90% of the time we're going in the wrong direction. And our gyroscope, what's going to keep us in line, is continuously developing, continuously learning, and continuously reading books. Because we're headed in the wrong direction. All of a sudden you may learn something. Oh, you know what? Let me try this way. And that'll put you on the right path. So continual learning, continual developing of your skills will keep you in the right direction to make sure that you're getting in the direction and the destination that you want to. Number 4, most of your life, 99%, is made up of things that you do on autopilot, which means it's essential that you take charge of your autopilot's training. So what did he mean by that? So your subconscious mind knows how to do things automatically. So if you ever driven somewhere and you're like, how the hell did I get here? I don't even remember driving here. You just show up, or you're walking to your house and you're thinking, and you get there and you get in. There's certain things in life that we do on autopilot that we don't think of. So what happens is we do that in every aspect of our life. So your subconscious mind feeds your autopilot. So it can be negative, but it can also be positive. So you got to make sure that what you're doing is you're feeding and you're training your subconscious mind, which is your autopilot, to do positive things every day, or else you're going to end up 50, 60, 70 years old. Like, how the hell did I get here? Because you're on autopilot from the information fed to your subconscious mind from schools, from parents who may not be successful, from other influences other than development and investing in your time and your skills. Marcus, what's up? Marcus says, what up with that basketball team? What up with that basketball team? I don't know what you're talking about, man, but I'll find out. We'll talk offline. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys that, a lot of times we're going off course and we don't know how to get to a certain destination, or you're subconsciously, you're on autopilot headed in the wrong way. So I recommend for you guys, start investing in 2 things, investing time into making sure that every day at least 10 pages of a book or a video or something, and then you have a set budget to invest in yourself, to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. So just wanted to share that quickly with you guys. One of my favorite books. This is my second time reading it, and I'm seeing stuff that I didn't catch the first time. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for jumping on. As always, your success is important to me, guys. If you guys did like this content, feel free to feel free to share, feel free to comment below. And I'll see you guys out there on the field. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Thank you, guys.